As I understand it, this fire was a pretty significant fire.
16 structures lost.
And as you describe it, Ms. Stover, you say that apparently an ember from the fire dropped just, unfortunately.
I didn't say that.
You didn't say
I
that.
did.
Oh, you did? Oh, no, I don't believe an ember could have done what damage happened.
Oh, well, what do you think happened?
I've had people that were firemen and stuff that came by and said they could have 5 gallons of fuel and they couldn't have got that yard to burn as much as it did.
Well, why do you think the fire started on your property?
How did it get there? I don't know.
Okay, and this goes back to you. How do you hold the defendant accountable for lack of a better way of expressing it, a legal term is an act of God?
When I left the car with him, he assured me that my car would be safe there.
Okay. And what did he do wrong to not honor that promise?
He left his property. Like,
Yeah?
I wouldn't leave my property. I'd be there ready to fight it. He wasn't there.
Wait a minute, wait.
Yes.
Wait.
She's right. Don't laugh at that. She's right. I came back to it.
But the point is, you say in your papers, because that's not enough for us to link him causally to the damages that you're asking, number one. Number two, you say in your papers that he's responsible because he didn't bring his backyard up to code. I want to show you, Mr. McKenzie, is this your backyard?
It looks like it, yes.
That's cleaned
And
up, Your
is
Honor.
this before or after the fire?
It looks like my, I've
Is
been
that
looking at
before
that every
or
day for
after
the last year. That looks like my yard. yes.
Before or after the fire?
After.
Is this, you gave us this photograph?
Yes.
Is this after the fire?
That's cleaned up a lot.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
But is
Yes.
it after the fire?
Yes, Your Honor.
So do I have a photograph of what it looked like before the fire?
I do not.
Now you come and you ask us to reimburse you for the value of the car
Yes.
on the theory that the defendant is responsible. And the only way he can be held responsible, I think, if he acted negligently in some way to cause this damage to you. And I've always understood that when a fire occurs, let's say a bolt of lightning comes down and a fire occurs, that's what we call in the law an act of God. And we say in contracts there's something called a force majeure. In other words, this wasn't caused by you, this was caused by the elements. So how can I hold him responsible for that?
This isn't the first fire on his property. I believe the first one's still under investigation. That was 3 years ago. He was cited then to clean up the yard, which he
Well,
didn't.
do you have any outside documentary proof and an investigation that says that your car caught on fire because he kept a mess in his backyard?
No. I mean, I know what started the fire.
All right.
When did you find out
Judge,
about the
we'll
3-year-old
open it.
fire?
Before this fire.
Before this fire. Here, this is Exhibit A. This is your car before the fire.
Yes.
And then this almost looks like a picture from a movie. That's your car
Yes.
after the fire.
Yes.
All right, and then here on Exhibit
He's been-
7, is that another picture of your vehicle
Yes.
after the fire?
Yes. He's been cited since the fire for having another illegal fire in
You
his
have a
yard.
copy of that citation?
No. You do.
But you knew prior to leaving the car with him that he had had a fire on his property.
I didn't know the circumstances around it. I didn't know that he had been cited for that, for too many vehicles.
How do you know that he was cited?
He showed me them at his house.
Were you cited
Showed
for
you the
having...
citations?
Yes, you did.
I never got cited.
So you deny that?
Right.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, can I show this?
Can we get that? Evidence of the value of the tools?
Yes, on my phone.
Hand that up to Officer Montahano,
Let me see this. Let me see this list.
and we'll take a look at it.
Thank you.
And in the meantime, the parties will be excused while we deliberate on this matter.
This courtroom is now in recess.
Okay, so we have come to a unanimous verdict. All of us agreed that you, Ms. Stover, failed to meet your burden today. Did the defendant act negligently? According to you in your testimony, he assured you that your car was safe, but this fire was beyond his control. It was an act of God. You can't hold him responsible for what occurred, and to expect him to sit there and fight this fire to protect property is just unreasonable. So you failed to meet your burden with regards to your vehicle. You also failed to meet your burden with regards to the tools. You did provide an itemized list, but you didn't provide any receipts to substantiate this list, which also includes a quote that's different from what you claimed was the loss on your complaint. So you failed to meet your burden today, so we are going to dismiss your case today, and that is a verdict of the court.
Okay.